Peace, love, and light, Scorpios. Hope the sun is shining wherever you are and you're living in your greatest purpose. Let's get into your messages. Okay, Scorpios. Back with another message. I was really prompted. It's like something just drew me back. Just like, listen, there's something else. There's someone else. There's an important message. So, choosing to listen. Okay. Messages for Scorpios. Show me. What do you need Scorpios to hear? Huh. Okay, the Hermit. The Hermit and Strength. I'm hearing many of you are still in Hermit mode. And while you're in Hermit mode, you're building your strength. And I'm seeing here that many of you are actually like literally building your castle. This may be related to your home, your place of stability. While many of you are in isolation, it's like you're in isolation. That means that the world is not really seeing you often or not at all, or you have very few connections with the outside world. It's like this energy of you just being in and out. While you're in Hermit mode, you're in and out, and you're building your fort, is what I'm hearing. You're building your fort. And while you're building your fort, Scorpios, I'm seeing here, like with this energy, is like there's people lurking around you in your surroundings. This may be in your physical surroundings. This may actually just be folks like just trying to get information. Seven of Swords. Swords is like information energy. This may be someone literally looking for information, like literally doing research on you. This may also be someone who's kind of got themselves wrapped around your stuff, what you're doing. Okay? And they're wondering about what it is that's going on, you know, while you are in isolation, why they haven't seen you, why are you so, they're really concerned with you at this time. Okay? And there's something about this energy that the divine is wanting to put on the table here. And it's like this energy of the Six of Swords. They see you stagnant. The divine is saying you're moving. Your isolation. I keep hearing isolation. You're healing in your isolation. You're gathering your strength in isolation. It's like the world is really having few contacts with you, or rather you're having very few contacts with the world. And it's like you're doing your stuff, and it's like someone seems to be looking for you. You get to know that there's actually folks watching you. That's what this means. Ace of Swords. Okay? It's like they're thinking about you. They're concerned. And them watching you, this may actually may not be physically watching you. They're sure watching you somehow. And I'm seeing, yep. Someone's watching you. Someone's watching you. They're concerned. They're wanting information. Pages. It's like they're gathering information. They're gathering information. They're thinking about what's going on with you here. So, and this is all happening. What's happening, you know, while you're isolated from the, and look at that. Hermit card shows up again. It's like I'm getting this energy of someone singing this song. Since you've been gone. Since you've been gone, Scorpio. Like, what you been doing? Since you've been gone, Scorpio, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? They want you to tell, you know, they want you to talk about it. They want you to tell your information. They want it revealed. They're looking for information to be revealed. And it's like, what their idea of what you're doing and what you're actually doing in actuality are two different things. And it's the most interesting thing. Like, spiritual enlightenment and spiritual development seems to be the last thing on these people's mind. Like, you literally got some of these folks like mind effed, Scorpios, because like, especially these are the people that really don't know you. Okay, they're wondering what it is that's going on with you, and for whatever reason, it's like your reflection of what's going on in the 3D is what's going on in the 5D. Okay, this is 5D. Okay, this is the ethers. This is you in the 3D. Whatever it is that spirit has for you, that assignment, that's what you're working on. Okay, Knight of Cups. You're getting offers. The divine spiritually is speaking to you, communicating with you. I'm hearing that your stability has a lot to do with the work that you're bringing down from the ethers. It has a lot to do with you being humbling yourself and following the will of the divine. Folks are wondering what's going on with you, Scorpios. It's like, since you've been gone, we haven't seen you. So what you doing? You've released us. You're not, we don't see you. How are you doing? Like, what are you doing? How are you making it? How is it that, you still functioning? We don't see you. Like, you're not doing the same thing that the rest of the world is doing. Many of you, I'm getting that. Many of you, I'm getting that you're not into the 9 to 5 energy. And this is why a lot of folks is like, they wait and watch to see what you're doing. You got folks like that. Specifically speaking, this is in your energy, so it's coming up, and that's the case. And it's like they're concerned because you may not have a 9 to 5. You may not be doing things the way the world is. Your 9 to 5 looks like this. This is what you're doing. Working 9 to 5. If I knew the rest of the lyrics, I'd sing it. Like, that's your 9 to 5. While they singing that they're working 9 to 5, this is what you saying. Yeah, I'm doing my 9 to 5 from sunrise to sunset. From the time the sun rises until the sun sets, you're one of those people that consistently looks to connect with spirit, and you're doing the will of the divine, and you're prospering doing it. And yet people don't see you. Folks don't see you. So they're wondering, what is Scorpio doing since Scorpio's been gone? Okay. Strength card. Yeah, that's how you showing up. Strength. It's like whatever is reflected. Ooh, Scorpio. You're 2 for 2. Everything that is reflected in the ethers, you're a mirror reflection of what's happening in the ethers. That's the message that I'm getting. And this strength card is an indication of that. Okay, let's get this out here now. And this is also like, this is mirror reflection. You're a mirror reflection. Like your life is a mirror reflection of what's happening in the ethers. The Hermit card, Strength card. It's like you bring it from the astral to the physical. And like, this is why folks are not sure. It's like, what you've been doing, they don't see you. And they're wondering. And for whatever reason, many of them are not even, it hasn't even crossed their mind that the work that you are doing is confirmation. This is your 9 to 5. This is what you're concerned with, the will of the divine. You are working on your craft. You're working on your stability. Tell me about this Emperor. The Emperor, I'm getting, represents your stability. And you're stable in the ethers, in the spiritual realm. And so are you in the physical. King of Wands is your status. And your status in the spiritual is reflecting your status in the physical. And part of this status in the ethers that's bringing you your stability, like part of how that's going to manifest in the physical is your stability. The stability is like popping out here. It's like, that's what's happening. Ace of Swords, clarity. It's reflected. See, as above, so below energy. Like this Empress is a mirror reflection of this Emperor. And it's like divine feminine and divine masculine energies, reflection of each other, like twin flame energy. This is heavy. This is heavy. And they're wondering, you know, how are you doing this? How are you not struggling? Because you're not doing things the way the world is doing it. Like, I don't see Scorpio leaving, you know, we don't know where Scorpio works. You know, we tried to track Scorpio down. We looked for information, and it's like Scorpio is nowhere to be found. There's nowhere that they can literally track you down and find you, and they're not meant to. And they're not meant to, Scorpios. And the divine is also saying that some things are meant to remain hidden. Like how you are managing, how you are moving, how you have managed to build a life of stability, how you've managed to make it all work. It doesn't make sense to folks, and it's not supposed to. And it's not even your job to try to make it make sense to them. It's not your job to explain how it is that you've maintained your stability without having to compromise yourself. And this Eight of Swords is an energy of compromise. They're wondering how it is that you've been able to maintain without compromising yourself. That's a heavy one, Scorpios. Because I'm almost getting like, for many of these, this energy is like 111. This is manifestation energy. 111 equals 3. This is doors opening, removing. It's like moving from being at the crossroads to doors opening for you. And the divine is showing them, just as is being shown here, that doors are opening for you. That's exactly what they're seeing. And they want you to be able to, like, it's like they want you to explain. They want to find out. Many of these folks that are coming towards you, they're not interested in you really. They want to know what's going on with you. And look at this. As we speak, they want you to speak up, Scorpio. Since you've been gone, what's been happening to you? What's going on? Who's this? Who's that? They want you to speak up. They're wanting you to speak up because they are blinded. There's nowhere they can find information on you. They've looked, they've tried. Trust, they have. And it's like they're stuck. They're puzzled. At this time, they're puzzled because you're manifesting the things that it's like they don't know, and they want to know. They spend quite amount of time trying to find out what's going on with you. Some of them, for whatever reason, you know, they try to figure out ways how to get information. Yeah, after they've done all they have. Okay, speaking of getting information, let's see about the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Yep. For some of them, they're wondering, you know, if you've replaced them. What are the changes? Like, what's happening in your life? They're literally lurking. And that lurking energy may come from information from social media, the internet. They're looking. Don't be surprised if you get some notices talking about, oh, you know, you got X amount of people that looked at your profile trying to figure out, who is this person? Who's this girl? Who's this guy? What you been doing, Scorpio, since you've been gone? That's what many of you have been doing. You've been healing. This is why this Six of Swords showed up. Yeah, they sure feel left out. They feel left out because they don't know what's going on. What you hiding, Scorpio? What is it that you doing that we can't find out? Why can't we reach you? What's the secret? Have you joined a cult, Scorpio? Oh, that's not far-fetched for some of these folks, Scorpios. Confirmation. Yep. Anything else you want us to know? Scorpio, the divine is saying it isn't your job to explain how you are able to thrive. Yeah, some of them, they really do believe that you're in some kind of cult. Are you in some kind of cult that worships the sun, Scorpio? Like, what are you doing? Why is it that we're not able to see what you're doing? Because you focus on your craft. That's why. Because your task is to move from this Knight of Pentacles to this Ten of Pentacles. Your task is to become the best version of yourself spiritually. This is why many of you are in isolation. You're in hermit mode. Yep. Because very soon changes are coming. Anything else you want us to know, Spirit? 1010. The folks worrying about you, a lot of them, you've had some kind of experience with, or at least they've been in your energy. Yeah, this I'm getting is related to this energy of the Six of Cups and Three of Swords. Removing yourself from this energy, moving towards a better and more stable energy. Like literally isolating yourself, putting yourself in hermit mode. It's a decision that you had to make for many of you from these folks that are coming up in your energy. And the divine is saying again, all these folks wondering these things about you, you know, you isolating yourself, essentially, it's paying off. And there's no way for them to figure out what's going on. And one of the most pressing things is it's a harsh reality for them to grasp that there's a possibility that moving away from you has made you better. Because that's a harsh reality for them, because then they're really having to turn the mirror on themselves and see themselves. And when they do, they may not like what they see. And that's that. Okay. All right, yeah, for some of you, there may be some kind of fire sign showing up here. Leo, Sag, Aries, that's wondering, lurking, trying to find information. Okay, so this right here, I'm getting this energy of the Hermit from here, from this Nana Baluku energy. She who rests to create. This is number 29 equals 11 equals 2. It's a hard pill to swallow, that removing yourself from these energies is actually causing your success. That's what it is. Okay, you have more than enough energy to bring the sacred visions held within your heart to life. An increase of energy and peacefulness is indicated. You're guided to choose high energy people, places, and purposes. High energy does not necessarily mean that which is highly stimulating, but rather that which regenerates you through peacefulness and joy. Give generously to yourself to be able to give generously to others. You have unusual ideas or ways of being that suit you but may not suit others. Work with what works best for you without trying to force yourself to conform. This approach brings well-being and creative success. So right now, like, I'm getting that those energies of the ethers being represented in the 3D, it represents you. This message about resting to create, it represents what you have had to do. Removing yourself from these energies is what led you to a period of rest. What led you to isolation. Literally not rest in terms of like work. It's more of rest from energies that are not serving your highest good. And you're finding out that in itself is leading you to create. And these folks are wanting you to explain. It's like they want to know. They want to know how you doing it. How is it? That's the question on their mind. How is it that you moved away and you're thriving? It's not your job to explain how you're thriving, how you've created stability for yourself. They will uncover that, as they also uncover your rebirth process, because best believe they're watching. And when they're watching, they're going to get way much more than they bargained for. All right, Scorpios, that's the word of the divine. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, divine light.